evening, whenever you see this. Hello, this is Dee with Backpack Journeys. As you can see, I am not on a train, but I'm going to give you some tips on dining, little hacks. I don't know when I'm going to get back on a train, but I want to go. I've been watching train videos actually. So the most viewed of all my videos have been my tips and my hacks. I want to thank everybody for watching. I've had tens of thousands of views. Never thought, never imagined that would happen. So I thought, well, what can I do? I'm not on a train. What other kind of tips can I give? I think I've given everything. I'm going to be watching other people's videos, and then if there's something that I have come up with, I'm going to be giving you some ideas. So we're going to talk about dining. Dining has changed a whole lot. I was going to buy props for what the food looks like now, but I really don't eat that food. That's not to say there's anything wrong with it, but it's the type food I imagine it's got preservatives in it. It's microwavable food now is what you get. As you can see, hopefully, this is a set of dishes I have set down here. They are empty. This is Amtrak. For those of you who have gone in the dining car pre-COVID, you're used to seeing these types of dishes. It's got the logo. It's got the Amtrak logo right there. This is my souvenir from my first trip, I will tell you, and it was okay with everybody for me to take it. It's from the California Zephyr. So these plates I actually ate on this California Zephyr. I was so excited I wanted a souvenir. And they recycle them, so they let me take them. But it's empty. It's empty why? It's empty on purpose to show you that the dining car is basically closed for cooking. You're not going to get, if you're used to it. For breakfast I used to get fruit in here. Grapes and whatnot, different fruits in here. I'd get grits, scrambled eggs, bacon, toast or a biscuit, I believe, and coffee and juice. So for breakfast, for lunch, I would get their Angus burger. They have chicken options. They have vegan options for dinner. They have surf and turf, chicken breast, dinner or steak and baked potato. I would always get the steak. I'm not a red meat eater, and they have a vegan option too. That's a pasta dish, and a salad, and the dessert goes here. They have some of the greatest desserts. I don't know where they get them, but they have some really good desserts. So you're not going to get that now. So it's empty to show you're not going to get that now. What you are going to get, and I was going to buy the props for it. Like I said, I really don't eat that food. From what I am seeing, now this is just what, I haven't been on the train, but for what I am seeing from other people's videos, several different people, so I believe it's true. For breakfast, what you will get, you can get coffee, and water is always available. They get bottled water. You can get coffee and juice, oatmeal that comes in a little tub of oatmeal, microwavable, yogurt, and I believe you get a biscuit. It's something like maybe a sausage biscuit, maybe egg biscuit. It's those that come in the cellophane and with a wrapper like Saran wrap, not the aluminum foil. It's microwavable. For lunch and dinner, from what I'm understanding, it's the same thing. You don't have a lunch menu, you don't have a dinner menu, it's the same thing, which will be you have the option of a salad. Looks to me like your tossed salad comes in this kind of dish, this size, small dish. Iceberg lettuce, the salad is made up of iceberg lettuce, maybe a tomato thrown in there. Let's see, and again, you can get your beverage, and you get a microwavable dish There's a chicken dish. There's a vegan dish. It's a quesadilla. I think it's a quesadilla, and or a beef dish, like maybe a pot roast type dish with vegetables. Excuse me, I breathed the wrong way. I did not bring that, like I said, I was going to, but I really don't eat that. I don't eat microwavable food. So what are we going to do? Is that going to be enough for you? Just one microwavable dish and a salad and coffee, whatnot? For me, it wouldn't be. If I ate it, some of it I don't believe I'd like, but if I ate it, and I'm not ragging on Amtrak. They've done the best they can post-COVID, and a lot of routes have been done away with, or they've cut back, and they're coming back around, adding more routes, so hopefully it'll get better. But they have to do the social distancing. They have to do what they have to do. So how can you adjust and be happier? Okay? So the dining experience is not going to be all this fancy. Not going to have your steak and baked potato at dinner, your $40 steak and baked potato dinner. You're not going to have any of that. Okay, several things you can do. Most of the people I notice, I didn't see when I'm watching people on the train, I'm not seeing anybody in the coach. So if you're in coach, you just, I'm talking mainly with people with the bedrooms and roomettes, because that's what I think most people are riding right now and booking to be isolated and to be careful, which is great. You do get your meals included in that. What you can do, one thing I always did was I found out that soda is not available all day long. Sometimes coffee is not available all day long. Just certain times of the day, coffee, tea. So what I would do at each meal, number one, what I would do at each meal is I would always get a soda. And I wouldn't open it. The sodas come in cans, just like your Coke, whatever, just cans, regular cans of soda. I would always get whatever I wanted to drink with the meal, and I'd get a soda, and I'd bring the soda down to my roomette so I could have it later. Okay, so that's one little hack. You could always get an extra soda. You'd have soda 24/7. I always had extra sodas. You don't have to buy. That's one thing I would do. I always bring food. So 2 ways of doing that. One way is to just actually bring food. And the mistake that I made is that I thought I had to have a lot of food for several days, and I had a whole big bag, a whole big grocery bag, or a small carry-on type open bag full of nothing but food. One cross-country trip I took when I had a layover in Washington, D.C., I got tired of carrying on my bags when I was walking around from the hostel back to the train station, to Union Station. There was a woman on the street, homeless woman, with a sign up. I was tired of the food. I just gave her my whole bag of food. I asked her was she just wanted money or she wanted food too, and she said she'd take it. So I just left all my snacks and everything with her, and I learned that just take a little bit. For example, some of the larger stations, they have mall type settings in the stations. I don't know how many shops are open right now. I know in New York you don't go, I hate this, they've opened up a new station. I like it that they've opened up a new station, but I like New York Penn. Amtrak doesn't go through, from what I'm understanding, doesn't go through New York Penn right now. It has a new station, which was the old post office across the street from Penn Station, for those of you who are familiar with that. Those shops are not open. I don't know about Union Station in D.C. That's my favorite overall station, because downstairs at Walgreens, I'm going to give them a plug, they're not paying me, they have everything you need. Any type of food, they have sandwiches, they have everything to go. I take a couple of days worth of fresh fruits and maybe a sandwich and drinks and that kind of thing with me. So that's an option to have extra. Before I go to, I like to rate a dollar store. I know which one I like the best. The one that's everything is $1. I go in and I get trail mix. Mainly I get trail mix. I'll get trail mix, I'll get nabs. A lot of people take jerky. I'm not a jerky fan, but a lot of people take jerky. It's an inexpensive way to take snacks that don't take up a whole lot of space. Now, since then, another thing that you can do is, because I've started camping a lot. If you'll notice that if you're still with me, I hope you are, that my channel has a lot of outdoors and camping type things. So that's what I've been doing, and doing primitive camping. That's just an aside. So you can go to outfitter stores, camping stores, outfitter stores. You can get dehydrated meals, and all you have to do is put some hot water in there, in the bag, in the pouch, for 20 minutes. I'm not pushing it, but one brand, they have all kinds of brands, but one brand is a Mountain House, and they're supposedly taste very good. You can get scrambled eggs, all the way up to dinners, anything in between. Get some hot water. For those type, they do run a little bit expensive. They're like $10 a bag, but it's cheaper than the former dining car, which would be the meal at night would be probably what was it? Maybe an average of about $35 on average, depending on what you get. The steak's the most expensive. Or you could bring things. This is what I use when I go. This is electrolyte water. Just get some water. Pour that in. This actually is dehydrated fruits and vegetables. I hope you can see that. You can see dehydrated fruits and vegetables. Just pour this in water. There's your electrolyte package there. Now, where do you get your water? Your water is free. There are two ways you can heat the water. Number one, you can go to the cafe car. Now, I have not seen anybody film lately in the cafe car, so I'm assuming that they are open. If they are open, hot water is free down there. You can't get anything in it, but hot water is free down there, downstairs in the cafe car. Another tip too, depending on who the attendant is down there on the long trips, you can get coffee refills free. I learned that. That was one train I was on. I won't say which one in case the guy wasn't supposed to be doing that. But yeah, if you took your Amtrak cup back down to him, he said you pay for the cup, you don't pay for the coffee. So he was giving everybody free refills of coffee. So keep that in mind. I'll repeat that again. If you buy coffee or have coffee cup, keep it. See if the cafe car is open. See if the attendant will fill it back up with coffee for you for free. Now, if that's not open, because I am not sure, and the videos that I have seen lately for the last few months that have been published in the last few months do not go downstairs and show you the cafe car. They show you where it is. They don't show you to see if it's open. What I have here is if you can see it, this is a mug. This one actually fits in the car, so we've got a 12 volt for the car, but they also come to plug into an electric socket. You can get water. Water is free on Amtrak, even if the cafe car is closed. You can heat up your water to pour into your packs to heat up your instant whatever, instant oatmeal, instant potatoes, just go up and down the rows at the grocery store, outfitter shop. They're lightweight, they work, they don't taste bad. That's to supplement whatever you're going to be getting from Amtrak to keep you full during the time. And I won't keep you, but the last hack I'm going to tell you, I saved the best for last. And I've never tried it because I never think of it when I'm on the train, is find out ahead of time where your long stop is going to be. If you're on a long distance train, not if you're on a smaller train that runs up and down I-95 or on the East Coast, most of those it's not going to happen. But if you're on your long distance train, your cross country trains, find out where you stop for 20 minutes or more. They stop, they'll change staff, they'll change, I know they change engineers. Sometimes they add a locomotive, sometimes they change locomotives, they refill the water, they clean out the bathrooms. It's a longer stop. Find out where that is. I can't remember where it is on the Empire Builder. If anybody knows, please put it down below in the comments. The long stop in on the California Zephyr, or I remember, was Denver. There's a long stop there at Dave's Depot, but that I don't see where there's a town around in there. But I know there's Denver, and then Southwest Chief is Albuquerque. Albuquerque station has a cafe inside. Just to tell you, they do have it, but there was a long line for burgers and whatnot when I took it, so I did not get anything. But the hack here is find out where that is. I guess you can call customer service, or if you've got a smartphone, if it works, you know about your timing. They will announce ahead of time you're going to be stopping, and it's going to be a long stop. Call ahead, find out. It used to be just pizza places. Call a restaurant in that town. That's what I'm saying, the long and short of it. Call a restaurant. It used to be just pizza places because they're the ones that deliver it. They'll deliver to your train. Tell them where you are. They'll deliver it. Now that we have COVID and a lot of people are doing delivery, I don't know, but you can try DoorDash and all those type. I'm saying I'm not plugging anything in particular, but you can try it and see. But I do know pizza places will do it. If you want pizza or anything from a pizza store, go ahead and put your order in. You'll know what time you're going to be there, whether you're running late, early. It's usually late if you're running anything. What time you're going to be there, where you're going to be. They'll meet you, and you can get a real hot meal and be the envy of the entire train. I guarantee you, you will be the envy of the entire train. That is the biggest dining hack that I have learned while I'm riding. I've never tried it myself because in the past I really have enjoyed the train food, to tell you the truth. I've enjoyed Amtrak food and how to travel. And I don't think about it ahead of time either. Something else is usually going on, or I'm not hungry, one or the other. So there you have it. I hope this helps to give you some idea of the food. If you have any questions, you can comment below. I do appreciate everybody's patience with me and getting on the train. I don't know when it is I'll be able to ride a train. I will be visiting other train stations like I've been doing. I am going through my pictures right now of the long distance trains I have taken, to put them into a slideshow, at least show you something. But here are my hacks for what to do about eating, so you don't complain. You might want to be filled, have a filler. There's not a whole lot of food. Remember, it's microwavable. It's not the best for you because it's anything that's out of a package from a microwave is not going to be. It's the best they can do right now to keep everything spaced out and social distance and whatnot. So I do appreciate, again, I appreciate everybody for all your support, and please like and subscribe. I need subscriptions. The likes and the comments count a whole lot for YouTube to show these videos to other people so that I can do more videos for you. And I do appreciate your comments a whole lot, and share them with people who might like it too. And for those of you who do like my outdoorsy things and hiking things, that's going to be coming up if it would stop being so cold here. But that's coming up. Okay, well, have a good evening, and everybody stay safe.